Good morning, Raymond. Good morning, Malik.
Good morning.
Good morning.
And good morning to all of our viewers on Facebook and on YouTube. Guys, I know you're having a great day already.
Yes.
And I am so excited today. I have such a testimony to give this morning. I couldn't find the right words. Don't suspect anything. Don't suspect anything. I couldn't find the right way to express this testimony, but I found just the person to help me. Listen.
God transmogrified my disgrace to amazing grace, my hopeless desert to a fruitful island. During my formative age, I was waxing strong academically, but at the time, I felt some psychological laceration, narcolepsy, narcolepsy, a state of utter catalepsis.
Say that again, so that we are sure you are speaking English.
Yeah.
Psychological laceration.
Yes. I was bedeviled.
I want you to use those English
yes.
again. Say it now.
I was bedeviled by acute psychological laceration, narcolepsy, narcolepsy, a state of utter catalepsis, macaronically. Now,
including macaroni.
I mean,
tell your testimony now, Joe, before I kick your macaroni out of your head.
What happened was that at the time I was embittered by fatigue. That the thing was so excruciating, acute, and nebulous. But I just give God thanks today. He has given me immunity, sparking like electricity, to truncate satanic stupidity, and giving me such as sickness and other calamity. I just thank God for immunity that sparks more than electricity.
So what apart from the electricity, what mocked you now? In this your story, what was the mocker? Who was
ailment that was
ailment was mocking you, and now you are free.
And aspirations.
Hallelujah! Let's clap for macaroni, amen. Hallelujah!
In Jesus' name,
amen. In fact, powerful. I didn't understand half of it, but it's still powerful.
Any Raymond that doesn't understand.
I want to use half of the words from this morning.
In fact, Raymond, you are sparking me like electricity.
No, Dami won't even attempt to
understand. Malik, let's have a very macaronical front page.
Okay, now let me start with the Daily Graphic. It's reporting this morning more traffic lights down in Accra, and human trafficking ambassador is an honor. That's also on the front page. But biggest plane to Ghana, good for Ghana's image. That's according to Captain Kwenu. He is the Solomon Kwenu, captain of the Emirates plane.
Airbus A380, the world's largest commercial airplane.
They play with pub and other things.
Exactly. Who will be hearing this morning on the Super Morning Show.
Wonderful. And UMB GES promotes education in 6 schools. Those are the stories on the front page of the Daily Graphic.
I have the Gold Street Business. Baltimore Affordable Housing Project Ready Deputy Minister, Housing Minister is saying that asset declaration difficult and expensive to monitor. Auditor General Domelevo and give us time to comply with tax stamp AGI appeals to GRA. Daniel, you remember we did a story here about the GRA seizing some products,
some items which did not have the tax stamps.
Absolutely. AGI is now asking for time to comply.
Now, the Daily Guide is reporting this morning, Justice VCRAC Crab goes home. That's the big story on the front page. With judges' discretionary powers Warren and Natu being there and blows in NDC over 2016 election results, man stones wife to death. There's another story about the Ministry of Food and Agriculture blasting the minority over cocoa price.
The New Weekend Crusading Guide newspaper, Fight Against Corruption, Government on Track, Metogu Anti-Corruption Report. Have you heard this one before?
Yeah, it's a new, right?
Abra Dunko attacks. President calls for calm as children go homeless. And Ntotroso College of Nursing boils. Oman Hene stands accused of meddling in academic activities.
The Finder is reporting this morning, pregnant woman arrested for inserting object into the private part of an 8-year-old, and St. Teresa's Hospital and Nandom is facing challenges, and Ghana pays tribute to one of her greatest sons. And that's on the front page with cocoa price stories too.
The Daily Statesman newspaper, what is Amidu doing to help Ghana fight corruption? And that story about government scoring high marks on anti-corruption is just on the front page of the Daily Statesman newspaper. Government maintain cocoa price to improve farmers' welfare. That's a Greek minister claiming.
Okay, now the Herald is reporting this morning. Kotoka Temna 3 stands Emirates Vice President. And there's one on trainee nurses allowance in 6 months arrears after last year's fanfare. And, pastors in Volta region join chiefs to reject Oti region. And the PMMC staff are demanding MD staff. You heard one of the reasons they are giving, right? That the MD used to travel with some.
He has never been known to travel with a male PRO.
Yes.
But when new female PRO came, in fact, new government, new policies.
So how do you resolve this
It
matter?
has now become very essential
Yes, how
to
do you
travel with a female PRO. And in fact, that was not the only allegation. Oh, Raymond, that was not the only allegation. They now synchronize their leave. So when he goes on leave, the PRO also goes on leave. This is according to the way. Oh,
so what crime is that? What crime is that?
Ask the workers. I mean, illegal synchronization of leave.
Maybe they ran out of allegations against the
Ghanaian Times.
The Ghanaian Times newspaper, 2018-2019 cocoa producer price politics, government fumes at minority. Also on the front page of the Ghanaian Times newspaper, implementation of free SHS, government building knowledge-based economy, that's Vice President, restore confidence in the banking sector, AGI urging Bank of Ghana, Justice Crab laid to rest at 95. Back page of the Ghanaian Times newspaper, MOFA approves 3 new cowpea varieties for Northern region and 200 farmers receive support to grow cowpeas.
Yes.
Great. Raymond, let's begin with a story I've been waiting to see all week.
Yes.
A story about the expose on the judges.
Yes, actually the wonderful opinion from Colin Esamoah in the Ebra epistle, of course. And the opinion says that expose on judges. Why now? So Mr. Esamoah says he stayed up late to watch it and he was disappointed. Basically because he feels this was to him an attempt to, if I'm not quoting, I mean, it says it was an attempt to, in an undisguised attack on the opposition NDC, and proceeds to say in a rather contradictory manner, even though the current leadership of the NDC has nothing to do with it, but he believes it's still an attack on the NDC. He actually says, oh, there's nothing new in this engagement. And yet is proposing that the Yana engagement is more of an urgent one with threatened national security than this particular one. Oh, I'm giving the
contradictions.
Allow none, please. Allow
He proceeds to say that there's no need going back to this particular history and suggests it's a diversion. And yet every single example he cites in his own is history of American Revolution, British Revolution, all the times he was not there. I don't know how he got to know of them, but he said the rest of this republic cannot know about his history. So,
Raymond, review the story. Stop what you're doing.
Oh, I am going to the other important parts of this particular one. Okay, so I feel like there's an important part that if he put it in there. So I'm quoting him. He says there was no meat anywhere in it. None of the questions posed were original and answerable, or even deserving of a response. So he has moved from, okay, there's nothing in it, but there were questions posed, but they were not original. They were not answerable, actually, and they're actually not deserving a response. He says that the best account to him is that of the SIB. Yes, he says the best account to
the
him.
same SIB that implicated Kojo Chikata, Captain Kojo Chikata, and the same SIB which Captain Kojo Chikata accused in front of the NRC of framing him.
No.
That is his best account.
When you say that, you are contradicting the man in this case. He says the best account. Let's stay that way.
He's not saying the account is wrong. He's saying it's the best account.
Yes,
I just want to put it in context.
And that his point about the SIB account being the best account is original.
Yes, it's original, actually. It's very original. It's not. So, what are you saying? So, Malik wants me to say that maybe this article reflects this section that you put in there. Malik wants to allege that this article, there's no meat in it anywhere. He's saying that none of the questions posed in this article are original. These are the words. They are answerable or even deserving of a response.
Okay.
But
okay.
Raymond, on a serious note, yes. I've heard people raise this question time and again and say there's nothing new in this. And my response to people, look, if you are lucky to know all the facts, thanks be to God. There are many people who didn't know the facts about this. It is part of our history. They deserve to know. We put out the information. Then some raise another red herring. Oh, you are just trying to divert attention from the rot. And I said, this is just one media house doing one story. Yeah. If the rest of the media house, and regrettably some of the people making this claim are journalists, if the rest of the media house in this town and in this country
They went to sleep.
They went to sleep just because the multimedia group is doing one story, and that one story is capable of diverting attention from what you say is the rot in government. And at the same time that we have done this story, we have done other stories about impropriety or alleged impropriety going on.
We've done
in
other stories, full stop.
And you don't see all of that in the same week. And yet the allegation is this story was done to divert attention from the so-called or from the rot going on in government. And I am lost as
what, Malik?
Even journalists, respected senior journalists, will make this point when they themselves sit in very important media houses and they are capable of exposing the rot that you say goes on in government.
You know what, Malik? I think let's just say that we appreciate every comment that has been made. Yes. We appreciate everyone who has watched it. We understand that there are diverse opinions on this, but for us and a number of people who agreed with the story being told, it's a good story. It has been told. We appreciate all of that. All the comments are welcome.
Yes,
anyway, we are not barring anyone.
Just don't come and say we are diverting any attention. Look,
no, it is also a criticism. If you accept the criticism, Malik, it's okay. If you accept, I'm turning your mic off. Malik, let's move on. No, Malik, we have to move on. We are going on
the way you want to do it. When I do mine, don't come and tell me that I'm diverting attention.
Malik,
do your story too.
Malik, let's move on to what is happening in Mankasim. Yes. So
why are you telling this on me?
This entire week,
for the record, Malik,
gentlemen,
you ought to go to my hometown. Yes, they said there's a story in my hometown that you have to do.
Thank you.
I'm interested in that story.
Thank you.
Yes.
We are all interested in the story.
There was an attack on the police station at Mankasim. And 9 people have been arrested by the police, by the Central Regional Police, on the basis of this attack. And then all 9 of them, according to the police, will be prosecuted for their involvement in this attack on the police station at Raymond Akwas village.
It's a town, it's not a village. But the name of it suggests a big town. Why? I can't say village.
Why is it a big town? Because Raymond Akwa comes from.
No, the name says it's a big town.
Yes, so that's the story Raymond wants. 9 of the people who attacked the police station have been arrested by the Central Regional Police and they are being dealt with.
Okay, so there's an attack on the rule of law even today?
Yes, even now. And this is the police station.
Okay, Raymond, let's move to traffic lights, shall we?
Yes, please. Now, there's a report in the Graphic, which has been consistent because they've done this story before. No, I'm not saying that it is nothing new. I'm saying they've done this story before. The story is talking about traffic lights which are down in the capital, Accra. This story suggests that we have almost 100 of the traffic lights at the various intersections not functioning properly. The dangers we all do know, and I've heard the road safety people complain about the traffic lights and others being contributing factors to the accidents we have in the country. You do recall that there was this accident at Lagos some years ago where some young students were involved. That particular accident also included the child of a former education minister. Yes, that accident was just many people knew that because that traffic light at the Lagos intersection did not work. There was collision between 2 cars who were not really late in the night, to be clear. So that was one of the problems that was cited in that case. Their attempts to get the Department of Urban Roads to deal with it, their main answer is that people in this republic who are not patriotic has been stealing components of the traffic light. So when they repair it today, by the next morning, some human beings in this country have stolen parts, making it close to impossible for it to be properly policed and function the way it ought to work.
You know, the same reason was given for the street lights on the Tema motorway.
Yes.
That people are cutting cables and stealing such components. My question is, in 2018, there is no technology that can help us to monitor these traffic lights. There is no technology that can protect the components better. Don't we know the components that are stolen? Don't we know how to protect them? Don't we know? I mean,
just put cameras there.
So we are saying that people come and steal a TV in your house, so you won't buy a TV. Is that what you're saying?
That's the claim, that they try to fix it, but it's not being functioning because people steal components of these traffic lights, and they want the people in the various communities to police it so that they can get them functioning and save lives the way it ought to be done. But the question remains that, we pay for street lighting, right?
Yes.
The ECG
public lighting.
Yes, has always said that if there's no street light functioning, we can't put power in it, because our business is to put power in it.
Exactly.
So the Department of Urban Roads is also asking the people of this republic, apart from paying for the street lights, to also make sure that their colleagues, other Ghanaians, do not steal from it.
Okay, let's move on, Malik, shall we, into cocoa politics.
Yes, so cocoa politics, the minority and majority are haggling again over cocoa pricing. And The government announced it was a cocoa board. The government through cocoa board announced that it was going to retain last year's producer price of cocoa at 7,600 Ghana cedis per ton of cocoa, which translates into 475 Ghana cedis per 64 kilogram bag of cocoa beans. But the minority says that this does not help the farmers in any way. In fact, the minority's view is that the government is not treating the farmers well. And the minority spokesperson on Agric, Eric Opoku, who addressed journalists and some cocoa farmers at Gosu in the Western region, said that whilst the farmers are struggling to make ends meet, the government is fixing the price at ridiculously low levels. And they are saying that the government is using an unrealistic exchange rate of 4.54 Ghana cedis to the dollar as a basis to fix this price. They say this is not realistic because on the market, the dollar is almost 5 cedis. So why is the government using an unrealistic exchange rate to set the price?
To set the prices. In the first place, Malik, Gosu is in the Brong-Ahafo region. It's in the Sunafo North Municipal in the Brong-Ahafo region. That's what was stated in the
This is what's stated in the Ghanaian Times newspaper. But what is even more, the minority says that the Agric Minister, Dr. Efre Akutu, himself is taking a bungalow which is being renovated by Cocoa Board, and Cocoa Board is spending about 1 million Ghana cedis to renovate this bungalow. And if you followed the news yesterday on this station and even this morning, you have a committee chairman, a board chairman, who is saying that yes, the Cocoa Board met us at the committee level. They admitted that the Agric Minister has asked for this bungalow, that Cocoa Board is renovating a number of bungalows. It's not that they are raising one for the minister. It's renovating a number of bungalows owned by Cocoa Board. The minister put in a request for one of those bungalows. And you have a deputy Agric Minister who says, no, it is not possible. The Agric Minister won't request for that because he has a house at East Legon. He has not requested anything. And now you have the committee chairman who has confirmed that this request had been made by the minister for one of the bungalows. Now come back and make a U-turn and say, no, the minister has not made any request. But even if he made any request at all, it won't be strange because he's a government appointee. He's entitled to bungalow.
So the first time when he came to tell us there was a request made?
He said even when the Cocoa Board met the committee members, the question was put to them. Has this happened? They said yes. The minister
yes, because that's what Kezelato Forson was insisting on, that they were told at a committee meeting. He was telling Joseph Opoku Gakpo yesterday on Joy News today, midday bulletin on Joy News on Multi TV.
Yes.
But anyway, guys, we need to get to the bottom of this, guys. But Raymond, let's move on to a luminary who has gone home.
Yes, a personal role model and a man of astute statesman position. That is Justice VCRAC Crab, and I'll not bore you with the details of the name, especially when we added 2 yesterday, the ones that were part of it.
2 more yesterday.
Yeah. Yes.
So Vincent, Cyril, Richard, Arthur, Charles.
And there were 2 more, Angel, and then there's another one. There were 2 more unveiled yesterday.
Hey, Charlie.
Yeah. So beyond having so many names, the man has actually been one of the greatest in this country. He set up the current Electoral Commission. We do know that. The 69 Constitution, the 79 Constitution, he was virtually the man who put it together while the politicians were surrounding that particular one. He consulted on the 1992 Constitution in various forms. In fact, for a very long time, he was the sole commissioner for the Statute Review Commission, putting together our laws as far back as we know them to be till 2014. And we know that he was also co-chair of CODIO and giving so many directions on how elections are supposed to go in many of its form. Justice VCRAC Crab is, and he will shock you that at age 94, the man had so much competence in his head that he knows virtually all the laws in the country off head.
He
wrote them.
Yeah. and because the problem has been that at that particular age, people had been worried that, people
he'll be senile, he may lose some of his faculties.
You could not believe he's 94 and still know all the things that he knows at any point in time. And I'm also always amazed when I see him climbing staircase at 94.
In August, I saw him climbing the staircase at Mount Crest University. In August,
he told me that at age 30 he became vegetarian. Past 30, I'm still unsure whether I will be anytime soon, but the hope is there that I'll be vegetarian soon.
So that's one of the ways he becomes a role model.
Yes,
guys, you know why the late VCRAC Crab had such a beard? So when he was working on the Constitutional Review Commission of Kenya, he was so busy, the story says that he was so busy he forgot to shave. So he finished that entire process and he looked in the mirror and said, wow, that looks good. And then
I'm keeping it for good.
I'm keeping it for good. But he will rest in peace. This nation owes a debt to him. Rest in peace, VCRAC crowd. We celebrate you today and every day. Asset declaration is difficult to monitor.
Yes, that's Auditor General Yao Damelevo who is saying this, and he says that the regime that we have practiced for asset declaration has not helped. He says that, in fact, public officers believe that it is only politicians who have a duty to declare their asset. And he says this is a complete misunderstanding of what the rules are. He says any public office holder who earns a salary of 3,727 Ghana cedis is mandated by law to declare their assets. But he says that currently our asset declaration regime is people declare the asset, put it in an envelope somewhere, and then keep it somewhere. Okay. It is only when there is an issue that you have to go and take the envelope and then go through it and then find out whether the person made proper declaration or not. The other problem, he says, is that people still fill forms when they are declaring assets or when they are acquiring property. He says that makes it difficult to monitor the properties.
Right.
He wants an electronic system where everybody's property is listed so that you can trace the property to a particular person. Otherwise, with the current arrangement, when people make under declaration or they assign the property to some other person, you are unable to track them. And that, in his view, frustrates the fight against corruption.
Very, very important. But guys, let's go online now. And the online news review is brought to you by Zenith Bank in your best interest, Goyle Good Energy. And download the Safe Doctor app now from Google Play. Safe Doctor, the future of better medical care. Now, Goyle, your trusted number one and the biggest indigenous oil marketing company, says, Ayiko to our numerous customers. Your loyalty to the Goyle brand has again been rewarded. For the third consecutive year, Goyle is the CIMG Petroleum Company of the Year. We dedicate this award to you, our valuable customers, for staying with us through thick and thin. Continue to buy from any of our 300 plus service stations for quality fuel and lubricants. Buy Goyle, let's support our economy. Goyle Good Energy, Goyle Yenara Yedia. And good morning to Robert Tre, PRO of Goyle. Now, Zenith Bank has now obtained the ISO 27001 and PCI DSS certifications. More than ever before, customers of Zenith Bank can be assured of the confidentiality of their information as well as security of our systems, processes, and procedures. So go on, make that move to Zenith Bank today. Open an account with us and sign up for our array of MasterCard and Visa cards. Banking with Zenith Bank is easy, convenient, and secure. Zenith Bank in your best interest. Now, Airtel Tigo network upgrade is ongoing to provide customers with nationwide coverage, fast internet, and superior voice quality. The upgrade will be a smooth one, however. In the unlikely event where customers do encounter a network challenge, such as no service or emergency, customers should visit any Airtel Tigo shop in the Greater Accra region with a valid ID to upgrade their SIM for free. This upgrade will not affect customers' Airtel Tigo money, airtime, or phone contacts. Customers can also call 100 or 0277 55 1000 or 02 100 for more information. Let's upgrade together for wider coverage, fast internet experience, and superior voice quality. Airtel Tigo, one big family. MyJoyOnline.com says it's reality on the ground. Lecturer backs a free Ankara on corrupt system. And this lecturer is Dr. Kwame Asa Asante. He lectures at the University of Ghana. We are not Mormons, Latter-day Saints clarifies. This is the president of the Africa West area of the Church of Jesus Christ of the Latter-day Saints. He says they are not Mormons. BBC.com says Uganda Army launches Ulinzi condom brand. Yeah. Apparently
some armies
HIV,
are doing this.
Yeah, apparently HIV infection in Uganda is 6%, but it's much higher in the army. So and Ulinzi is the Swahili word for protection. So they want to protect themselves. Yeah. But let me say congratulations, first of all, to Akwesi Boateng Boama. Akwesi Boateng Boama, who is being called to the bar today. Yeah. Good morning. And Mami Wiba, am I saying it well? Mami Wiba Ahin. Elsie Mami Weber Ahin, you're being called to the bar today as well. Congratulations, Ray.
Oh, I have one to add. The very young, brilliant young lady who went to Harvard to do an LLM and came back to come and complete the law education, Erica Nkrumah, yes.
Erica Nkrumah. Yes, good morning to Erica as well. So Erica, Mami, and everyone who is being called to the bar today. Yep. 7 years is not easy.
I heard Mami Weber's thing, the rules in her home have changed.
Right. Okay, guys. So we are going to move to the BBC News at 7 coming up after this. Stay with us.
This was Kwame's life before Interplast In Green Irrigation System.